No, this is fine. This is fine. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Chad. Long time no see. What do you know? Apparently going to Japan kinda hinders your want to use English. Who would have guessed? That's right, I'm back, and if you can't tell by my lovely bags under my eyes, I am still very tired from that flight, but it is December 1st. The test is tomorrow. We actually do need to do the JLPT update series, so I'm not leaving you guys hanging, because Wu-Tang is for the people. We're just gonna jump right into this, because I'm gonna have to edit this today, because if you can't tell, it's Christmas season. I have to keep decorating and do stuff with the family and whatever else has to happen, as well as reviewing, because I gotta go to Boulder tomorrow and take a test. So, let's jump into the news. At least I don't have to buy a new phone. Round 2. This probably looks different than normal because I broke my tripod while I was skateboarding, making that last video, so I have a dollar store, about that tall tripod, and because of that, I can't sit on my normal chair, so I have a stool. Yeah, everything's going great here at the Chad Zimmerman Studios, everybody. Don't worry about me. We're gonna make it work. I printed out my JLPT little coupon here that you have to take with you to get in, and let's talk about what's changed. So, obviously I didn't update this series while I was there. I was trying to abandon English and really absorb, well, really it's because I was lazy, but I'm gonna say it's because I was trying to abandon English. And right now, I just did the final check today, I'm not learning any new information today. It's the day before the test. I don't know if it's BS, but I've heard that if you try and learn something before the test, it will not sink in long enough for you to use it on the test. Regardless of if that's the case, I've worked hard for 13 weeks. The day before, I'm not gonna sway the results, any measure. So I'm just gonna review today and try my best. So, what did I learn this last little bit? I'm currently up to 6,289 words with their various, I have to say various, kanji. Now that's quite a lot, because when we started 13 weeks ago, that means I have learned 459 new words. I'd say that's pretty statistically significant for 13 weeks. Last year I used the So Nihongo Matome series, I believe. And then this year I used the New Master series, that textbook. And I'll be doing a textbook review for that, as well as this new drill book I got in Japan, because this thing is fantastic, after the JLPT. Now my most recent, because I've taken several, I should say, mock exams, but my most recent exam, I got a 71% on the vocabulary kanji section, which is a whopping 20-ish% increase from my first practice test 13 weeks ago. I'll take that, and I think a lot of it actually has to do with this book. This book it's meant to be like right before the test you buy this book. It's what I pay, it's $12, and it comes with 15 days of kind of short exams that you do the drills that are in JLPT format, and you're supposed to do that for the vocabulary kanji, and then there's a grammar section, and then there's 3 mock tests, and you do one right when you start the book, right in the middle, and then right at the end to see how much you've improved. I've definitely improved. I've got my scores up basically 20% across the board just since doing this book. I mean, that's 15 days, or 18 days, I should say, before the test starts. Getting it up nearly 20% is pretty dang cool. Next up is grammar. It is up a whopping 102 grammar points just since we started 13 weeks ago. I started knowing 50 of the N2 grammar plus all of the N5 through N3 grammar, and it's now up to 162 out of, every website I've seen has a slightly different number, but it's always around 180 to 200 if it's like excessive. So I just took the 180 number because it was easy to print out, and that's about 89.5%. So that for me is awesome because I'm always terrible at grammar. Grammar's the worst thing I'm at, and to get it that high, and also on my most recent test, I got a 64% on grammar, which made me feel super duper good. Because even last year I was getting 30%. When I took my practice test, I was about 30%, so that about doubled my grammar ability. Plus, having the grammar stuff to go through with this has been immensely helpful. You can see I've kept, let's see if you can see it, studious notes on what my percentages are, and as I've learned them and got them super good in my memory bank, stuck them in here, and then reviewed them with the Boom Pro app, which now I heard, I was recommending it to people for a while, I heard it costs. If that's the case, since it's still in beta, I don't know if it's worth paying for yet. I pay for it personally because I want to support the developer. I really like his product. But I'll let you guys know when it goes into like public beta if it's worth having. But I enjoy it. It works really well. And all of that combined has got my score to double over 13 weeks. I have on my notes explaining how this book works, which I already did. Again, 15 days of drills, 3 mock exams. You're supposed to do this 18 days before the test. It has been immensely valuable, mostly because not even just to get me used to how to do the test, because I've done it before, and I've done all the online free tests and the JCATs and that stuff. I basically use it to see what I need to work on. There's a lot of stuff that, yeah, I've learned it. Yeah, it's in my flashcard apps. Yes, I'm seeing them in the sentences in the Boom Pro apps. But then maybe this phrases it in a way that I've never seen before, and I get it wrong, and I go, but I know that one, so I have to go back and really understand the difference between, you know, bakkari ka and bakkari ni, and how to use both those. So this book really helps to make sure you've solidified that knowledge. Solidified. It's me. Nothing's ever solid. Also, I explained this earlier, I went back to Japan, got my listening up. My listening when I left was like my lowest category. It was around 30% score from the JLPT I took. And the most recent one I took, I got an 80, yes, 80%. That's massive. That was a huge difference just going to Japan for the 3.5 weeks I was there. Obviously, just going there doesn't do it. You have to work hard. You have to basically forsake English during the day, always hang out with Japanese people, you know, stop watching any sort of YouTubers that you used to watch before, unless you were watching only Japanese YouTubers. You know, get on Japanese TV, go on Japanese dates, go to Japanese movies, everything that you could do. And that's what I did. I worked super hard at it and, you know, got it up to around an 80, which, whoo, that felt good. I could basically lose half of that before the test and still be at a 40%, which is a net 10% increase. So I will take that. Another thing that I got that was recent, I'll do another video about this, I got a full Japanese language with no English subtitles or anything channel on my actual TV. I think I have DirecTV. It's a real Japanese channel, and it's super good. And I basically leave that on all, like, in my bedroom, and in my living room, everywhere around the house, just to have in the background. I can watch it if I want. If whatever it is uninteresting, I can go back to studying or texting my friends or whatever happens to go. And I have the language around me, which is essentially the point of going to Japan, is the immersion. Definitely helpful. I'm not going to talk too much about that. Pretty much, I don't think that's going to help a tremendous amount between now and the test, because it's just background noise. But I think when it comes to me only being in Japan for a month every 6 months, having that background immersion will help kind of keep my listening a bit higher, so that way when I go back, it's not as, you know, grinding to get it back to where I can have normal conversations with my friends. And then this final kind of note here, if all tests were compared to last year's practice test, so what I did on the practice test, I went back to watch those videos, compared to what I got on the actual test, I dropped about 10%. I was barely getting 40s, and I ended up getting 30s on basically every segment of the test. I should comfortably be able to lose 20% in each category and still be able to pass, so that makes me feel good, let alone, you know, I could lose half in my listening. So the practice tests hopefully are a good indicator. Pretty much now, just hoping I don't choke. It's not a knowledge thing. I have the knowledge to pass. I have the numbers, I have the stats, I have the drills, I've taken the test before, I'm a lot less nervous this year. Everything I have should tell me, Chad, you have the capability of passing now, it's just doing it. So let's hope I don't choke. I hope you guys, if you're taking the JLPT regardless of the level this year, enjoy it. Enjoy the process. Don't worry about passing. It's just a test. It's not the end of the world. If you do pass, congratulations. You worked extremely hard. And even if your parents, even if your boyfriend, whatever, even if they're not proud, Chad's proud. I'm proud of you because I know how hard this thing is, and I know how hard the hustle is. So keep going strong. This series is going to stop until I get my JLPT results. They usually do the online results it's mid-January you can check online, I think, and then mid-February you get mailed results. We will start there again, and I will still, by the way, be studying throughout this. I'm not going to stop. It's just, I'm not going to do specific test prep. I'm not going to be studying JLPT word lists or whatever. I think I'm actually going to move to the most common 200 Japanese names. But yeah, I need to stop now because I need to edit this video and get it up. I need to do family stuff. I need to review, and I need to get a good night's sleep because tomorrow is the day. All right, everybody, love hard, love deep. I will see you all in a video next week. Oh, wait. There's a live stream tonight. First Christmas live stream since I've been back. It's 1 hour only, 9 p.m. Mountain Time, whatever that is your time. It's 9 p.m. my time, 9 to 10. We're going to watch Christmas anime. We're going to start the Christmas festivities, which on my channel is like some of the biggest stuff of the year. So be sure to watch that and come say hi and maybe give me some encouragement because I am seriously anxious. So, I'll catch you guys. Thanks. Bye.